Hello witches, it is Stragabella, and I thought I would make my first fall-oriented video. We are coming upon the holiday that marks the first of the fall celebrations, the fall harvest, Mabon, or the autumn equinox. This is a really cool time for those of us who practice any kind of witchcraft or occult practices, paganism. It's basically similar to Thanksgiving. It's a time when we are thankful for all the bounty, all the things we've harvested. It's when the transition to fall decor, pumpkins, and the colors changing and all of that kind of happens. And for most of us, it's kind of our favorite time of the year. Samhain is coming up, and my husband loves to comment that each year he thinks I take out the fall stuff earlier and earlier. My daughter has already decorated her bedroom with fall decorations and skulls and witches and things like that. So I thought I would start off in my kitchen this morning, because a lot of people comment that they really love the videos I do on my kitchen witch type of things. So I thought I'd just give you a little tour on what I have going on today. Sorry, I have not been making very many videos lately. I've been having some serious health problems. Not really sure exactly why. I have some stuff that I do know. But some of my symptoms are kind of unexplainable. So I've been having some really bad days and kind of down in the dumps type of feeling, headaches and all that. So sorry I haven't been making as many videos. Today I'm feeling well enough to do some stuff, so I am going to share. Right now I am starting a pot of soup. This is going to be basically my first fall kind of soup stew thing that I make. I love doing this as soon as the weather starts getting cool. It's not something I do in the summer because it's hot and I don't like getting all sweaty with the stove on too much. But this is going to slow cook until dinner. And basically I'm just going to throw in anything I have in the house that will go in the soup. I'm going to put some beans, potatoes. I think I have one zucchini left. I took the basket away, but I have, I think, one zucchini left from all the stuff that was farm picked. I'm going to put that, and carrots and potatoes, and let's see, some beans and onion in there. And we'll have a nice hearty thick soup. I have put up a few things for fall so far, and my garden is still going. I still have over here I have some tea that I'm making. I make it in a huge pot because I drink a lot of it now. I'm trying to reduce my coffee intake because I was drinking so much coffee, and with the headaches it's not really that good to be doing. So I've switched to tea, and I make 2 big pitchers of it at a time because it's kind of time consuming because I have to go do it on the stove. And during the summer I was making lavender tea, which is delicious. So let's see what I have going on outside in the garden. My garden's still going strong. These tomatoes fell when I was trying to tie up the tomato plants. Some of them have kind of fallen, and I had to thin the garden out to allow some of this stuff that was getting covered, like this sage over here. I have some watermelons, tons of watermelons actually. If you guys, I can't really see because of the light, but in here I have several little watermelons starting, and all these yellow flowers that you see everywhere are all going to be watermelons. This one I had to lift up, but it kind of looks like it's going to die. It had been on the ground and was rotting, but the other ones are lifted up just enough that they should be okay. And all these flowers should turn into watermelons too. I have lots of tomatoes still growing. I don't know how or why my garden has done so well this year, because I really haven't put in the time and effort that I probably was supposed to. Even these potted ones are still kind of hanging on. I still have lettuce, and I haven't picked the carrots yet because they're too small. I'm not sure how much of this is going to survive, but we're not supposed to have a frost until October 11th, I believe is the day frost is predicted for this area. So hopefully I'm going to still be doing some harvesting. And down there I still have a bunch of mint, and I let it go to flower for the bees so they can enjoy it. And the pumpkins are growing right up along the side of the steps. Sorry about the boxes, but we have limited space to throw stuff out, so we have to wait until we have a kind of slow week of garbage. Let's see, I still have a few plants out here that are kind of house plants, and basil that I have picked to death. I am really out of shape from kind of being bedridden so much. I moved my broom up there to the side, and I have some dried stuff that I picked this year that I made into like little decorations, kind of mini besom looking things. And I'm back in the house. I have always going on some kind of witchery going on in my kitchen at all times, things hanging, things drying. And that's kind of what it's all about, you know. If you are trying to learn or become a witch or practice some kind of witchcraft, it kind of has to be incorporated into your everyday life so that it doesn't feel like it's such a, you have to kind of try so hard, you know. People sometimes say, how do you find the time, or, you know, how do you juggle it with family and with work and things like that. But you have to really incorporate it into your everyday life. I have corn drying, I have eggs drying for eggshells for protection. I always have something going on. There's more corn down there. A whole bucket. I try to layer it now and keep it under the table so it's out of the way. But I have lots of working stuff always happening in my kitchen. I'm always making some kind of thing, some kind of tea, something drying. I have, let's see, lemon peels. I have a whole collection of eggshells in jars, roots in jars, and things like that. Little cauldron for oil for when I do certain things to cure illnesses and headaches. And I always have a mixture of empty jars available, and I always have herbs. I keep mostly herbs that are in the kitchen that can be used for either for tinctures, teas, and kitchen stuff. The things that are purely for spell work and incense, I keep in my cabinet, my big witchy cabinet in the other room. But as you can see, I keep all my stuff in pretty jars. And anybody who comes in here and looks in my cabinets, who is in the know about what witchcraft is all about, might have a suspicion and figure out that I am one. But for the most part, anybody else who comes in here, it just looks like a well-stocked herbal cabinet. So depending on if you want people to know and if you don't, you know, it's a pretty way of making your house look old-fashioned and authentic. but it's also very productive and manageable as far as your activities in the craft. I'm trying to get a light on here because it's really dark in here. So I still have a space in my cabinet, and I know Brenda did a video on showing your witch, and this is my favorite one. And she is kind of like a witch representation of myself. I love frogs and toads and pearls and lipstick and purple and dresses, and so she's kind of the perfect witch for me. And I also love wearing fur, and I added this to her, but she has a mink stole on, and it's real mink. It's from the 50s, from a Barbie doll actually, and it's a real mink stole. And she has a feather that I added and some flowers that I've added. This is actually a quill pen. And her broom fell off a long time ago, and I just hold it on there so it is removable if I want to take it off, which I usually don't. But I love the fact that she has pearls on, which I think is so cool, and her little beautiful lipstick. And underneath, she's just like a little sack filled with beans. I've seen these kind of witch dolls that are about this size that have been made by using an empty 2-liter. So those of you who are good crafters, I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are very good at crafting. You can make those kind of dolls out of 2-liter bottles by adding clothes and a head and all of that. So I still have plenty of space in my cabinet. I'm starting to get out some of my my fall stuff, but I'm missing one of my favorite skulls. So I've tried to organize this the best that I can. So far it's really dark in there, so I'm sorry if you can't really see very well. But I have herb overlap kind of on the bottom in bags that need to go into jars. And then I have my dog that passed away. This is probably going to be an ancestor altar in a few days when I get around to it. I have candelabras up here. I moved a jewelry box that was really tall that was in here. Moved it up into my bedroom. This was starting to be my working altar area, but I kind of stopped that, and I have more of a portable kind of station. I usually use one of those tables, simply because my bad back, I can't really stand to access way up there that well. So I mean, I know I could probably use any one of these shelves, so I may change it in the future. But I have a couple video topics that I want to do, talking about, oh, let's see if I can get this light on. Maybe that'll help. Talking about ancestry and honoring our ancestors, and how we can incorporate not only our blood ancestors, but we can also honor people who have passed on in our lives, who have made contributions to who we are, people who have really changed our lives. And although they may not be blood relatives, who may have just really had an influence on us. So that's about it. That's all I wanted to say for now. And I'm going to get back to cooking. I just wanted to give you a quick update. And oh, I love that the breeze is finally blowing. And today was really the first cool day, the first cool fall morning where you could actually wear a coat and feel like it was finally really fall. So I'm loving that. So I'm gonna try to make a couple more videos later if I can, and I hope you guys had an awesome new moon a couple days ago. I did some important releasing, and it feels good when we do that. So I'm looking forward to the dark half of the year. I really love the feeling and that energy that it involves. So blessed be. All right, guys, bye.